Hi students, welcome in our today's session. Today we see some properties of definite integration. First property, integration a to a f of x dx is equal to 0. That means if upper limit and lower limit both are same, then integral is equal to 0. Second property, integration a to b f of x dx is equal to minus integration b to a f of x dx. That means if we change lower limit as a upper limit and upper limit as a lower limit, then the answer is changes by sign only. Now the second property, third property, integration a to b f of x dx is equal to integration a to b f of t into dt. That means in definite integration, if we change the variable, then the answer cannot be changed. Next fourth property, which are very important property, integration a to b f of x dx is equal to integration a to c f of x dx plus c to b f of x dx. That means if c belongs to this AB, then we can split the interval AB as a to c plus c to b. That means if I have to take limit on 0 to pi, then we can split this as a 0 to pi by 2 and pi by 2 to pi. If pi by 2 belongs to 0 to pi. Next, fifth property, integration 0 to a f of x dx is equal to integration 0 to a f of a minus x into dx. In this type of proper functions, we replace x by upper limit minus x. Next property, a to b f of x dx is equal to a to b f of upper limit plus lower limit minus x. In this property, we replace our x by addition of upper limit plus lower limit minus x. And the seventh property, integration 0 to 2a f of x dx plus is equal to 0 to a f of x dx plus integration 0 to a f of 2a minus x into dx. Here limits both are same, integration 0 to a, 0 to a. But in second function we take 2a minus x, that means this upper limit minus x. Now this last one property, which is also very important property for solving examples, integration minus a to a. That means the limits are same but sign change only. That is minus a to a f of x dx is equal to 2 times integration 0 to a f of x dx. If our function is an even function and the integral in this type, that is minus a to a f of x dx is equal to 0 if our function f of x is an odd function. So in 11th standard we already studied the even function and odd function. What is even function? Even function means what? If we replace x by f of minus x, then we will get f of x. F of minus x is f of x, then the function is said to be an even function. And if f of minus x is equal to minus f of x, then the function is said to be an odd function. Now in 11th standard we see the sine is an odd function and cos is an even function. See how it's, because if we take cos of minus theta, then it is cos theta, and if we take sine of minus theta, it is minus sine theta. That is, if we replace x by minus x, and if we get positive function, then it is even function, and if we replace x by minus x and we get negative function, then the function is said to be an odd function. And integration on minus 2 plus interval, the integral is 0 for odd function, and integration for even function, we take the integration as a 2 times integration 0 to a f of x dx, which is very important properties. Now we are going to see our next exercise 6.2, which is depending upon the properties of definite integration. Let us start to solve our exercise. See, question number first, evaluate integral minus 9 to 9 x cube upon 4 minus x square into dx. So let us first we have to see here limits are same but here signs are changed only. So here we are going to use our last property number 8. If limits are same but there is change in only sign. Since here we take function, let f of x is equal to 1. What is function here? X cube upon 4 minus x square. Now replace here x by minus x. F of minus x is equal to minus x cube divided by 4 minus x square. Minus x cube as it is equal to 4 minus square is x square the minus sign as it is, and x cube upon 4 minus x square, that is our function. So here we will get f of minus x is equal to minus f of x, and here we see if the function is odd function, then integral is 0. F of minus x here is equal to minus f of x. Therefore, function is an odd function. Therefore, I is equal to integration is 0. Since on the same interval, if function is odd, then integral is equal to 0. Now see the next question number 2. Integration 0 to a, integration 0 to a x square into a minus x raised to 3 by 2 into dx. Now here we are going to use our property number 4. Using the property integration 0 to a f of x dx is equal to integration 0 to a f of a minus x into dx. Now we use this property in this example. Since here we get 0 to a, so replace x by a minus x. Replace x by a minus x. Therefore, a minus x square into a as it is minus, instead of x we write a minus x raised to 3 by 2 into dx. Integration 0 to a minus x square as it is. Here a minus a will get cancelled and minus minus it is plus x raised to 3 by 2. First here we expand the bracket a square minus 2ax plus x square, and here we will get x raised to 3 by 2 into dx. Now multiply x raised to 3 by 2 and bracket a square into x raised to 3 by 2 minus 2ax into x raised to 3 by 2 plus x square into x raised to 3 by 2 dx. Now find the integrals of this a square as it is. Integration of x raised to 3 by 2, that is x raised to 5 by 2 divided by 5 by 2. So first we simplify this, then we take integration. Integration 0 to a square x raised to 3 by 2 as it is minus 2a. Here power of x is 1, since x raised to 1 into x raised to 3 by 2. That means here x raised to 5 by 2 plus x square, that into x raised to 3 by 2, 2 into 2, 4, 4 plus 3, x raised to 7 by 2 into dx. Now integrate this function. Integration 0 to a square is constant. Integration of x raised to 3 by 2 is 3 by 2 plus 1, 5 by 2 upon 5 by 2 minus 2a as it is. Integration x raised to 5 by 2 is 7 by 2 upon 7 by 2 plus x raised to 7 by 2 plus 1 is 9 by 2 divided by 9 by 2, and limits of integrations are 0 to a. First we simplify, then use upper limit and lower limit. Therefore, r is equal to 2 by 5 a square into x raised to 5 by 2 minus 2 into 2, that is 4 by 7a into a raised to x raised to 7 by 2 plus this 9 by 2 can be written as 2 by 9 into x raised to 9 by 2, and limits of integrations are 0 to a. So first we put upper limit a instead of x. 2 by 5 into a square into a raised to 5 by 2 minus 4 by 7 a into a raised to 7 by 2, 2 by 9 into a raised to, and the lower limit is 0. 2 by 5 a square into a raised to 5 by 2, that means a raised to 9 by 2 minus 4 by 7 a raised to 1 into 7 by 2, that means again a raised to 9 by by 9 into a raised to 9 by 2. Now here in this term a raised to 9 by 2, since we take a raised to 9 by 2 outside, in bracket 2 by 5 minus 4 by 7 plus 2 upon 9. Now we simplify the bracket. First 2 into 14 minus 20 divided by 35 plus 2 upon 9. A raised to 9 by 2, 14 minus 20, that is minus 6 upon 35 plus 2 upon 9. That is a raised to 9 by 2 minus 54 plus 35 into 70, 35 into 9, 9 5s are 45, carries 4, 9 3s are 27 plus 4, 31. A raised to 9 by 2 minus 54 plus 70, that is 16 divided by 350. Therefore, R is equal to a raised to 9 by 2 in bracket 16 upon 350. Now see the next question number 3rd. Question 3. R is equal to integration 1 to 3 cube root x plus 5. Cube root x plus 5 divided by cube root x plus 5 plus cube root 9 minus x plus cube root 9 minus x into dx. Let us this as a first. Now again using the property of definite integral. Using the property, fifth property, integration a to b f of x dx is equal to integration a to b f of a plus b minus x into dx. That is replace here x by 1 plus 3 minus x, that is 4 minus x. Therefore, I is equal to integration 1 to 3 cube root. Instead of x, take 4 minus x plus 5 divided by cube root. X value of x is 4 minus x plus 1 as it is plus cube root 9 minus value of x is 4 minus x into dx. 1 2 3 cube root 4 plus 5 9 minus x divided by 4 plus 5 again 9 minus x plus cube root. Here 9 minus 4, that is 5 minus minus plus x into dx. Now here we adding this equation first and second. Adding equation first and second. Therefore here I plus r, that is in left side we will get 2r. Therefore 2r is equal to integration 1 to 3 cube root x plus 5 divided by cube root x plus 5 plus cube root 9 minus x dx plus second integration 1 to 3 cube root 9 minus x divided by cube root 9 minus x plus cube root x plus 5 into dx. Now here limits are set, then we take common. Therefore cube root x plus 5 plus cube root 9 minus x divided by cube root x plus 5 plus cube root 9 minus x into dx. Here denominator is also same. Since we take addition of this numerator 1 to 3 and the numerator and denominator is same, since it will cancel. So you will get 1 into dx. Integration of dx is x only. Limit 1 to 3. 2r is equal to limits upper limit 3 minus lower limit. Therefore 2r is equal to 2 since r is equal to 1. Now see the next question. Question number 4, which is again same. Here question number 4, 5 and 6. All the examples are depending upon this property. Question number 4, 5 and 6. So you should try to remaining questions, that is the question number 4, 5 and 6. Now see the next question, question number 7. Now remember that in that type of question, integration 1 to 3 as like a to b f of x dx, the integral is always b minus a divided by 2. This trick is only for this type of integrals. If integral limits are in this form a to b f of x dx, then the answer is b minus a, that means upper limit minus lower limit divided by 2. See here in this example, upper limit 3 minus 1, that is 3 minus 1, 2. 2 upon this 2, that means answer of this question is 1. Now in fourth question, the limits are 2 to 5. Since the integration is what? 5 minus 2 upon 2, which is equal to 3 by 2. So answer of our question number 4 is 3 by 2. In next question, question number 5, the limits are 1 to 2. Hence the limit upper limit 2 minus 1 upon 2, that means the answer for question number 5 is 1 upon 2. And for question number 6, limits are 2 to 7, since the difference is 7 minus 2 upon 2. So answer is 5 by 2. So remember the answer of question number 4 is 3 by 2. Question number 5 is 1 half, and the question number 6 is 5 by 2. You should try, which are same to solve as like our question number 3. Now see the next question number 7. You should try to solve these remaining questions 4, 5 and 6. I will give answer of this question. Answer of question is 4 and 5 is half, and answer of question number 6, that is 5 upon 2. Remember, trick for this type of question is b minus a upon 2, that is upper limit minus lower limit divided by 2. Next question number 7, integration 0 to 1 log of 1 upon x minus 1 into dx. Now here we simplify this example as a integration log of 1 minus x upon x into dx. First question. Now here we will use the quotient law of logarithm. Log of m upon n can be written as log of 1 minus x upon log x into dx. Since by using quotient law, log m minus log n. Now using the property, which property we use here? Integration 0 to a f of x dx is equal to integration 0 to a f of a minus x into dx. Therefore here we will get I is equal to integration 0 to 1. Instead of x, here we replace x by 1 minus x. 1 minus, replace x by 1 minus x minus log of 1 minus x into dx. Integration 0 to 1 log of, here 1 minus 1 will get cancel, and the minus minus will become plus x minus log of 1 minus x as it is into dx. Again here we use quotient law, log n minus log n can be written as log n minus log n r is equal to integration 0 to 1 log of x upon 1 minus x into dx. Now here we change the numerator and denominator, that is numerator as 1 minus x upon x into dx. If we change the numerator as a denominator as a numerator, then here we will get minus sign. Therefore minus, and this is value of our equation number first. So that is equal to r. Since from first is equal to r, the minus sign on this side is become plus, and that means 2r is equal to 0. Therefore integration y equals to 0. So we also try to solve our question number 8. question number 4, 5, 6 and 8 for homework. Try to solve these questions which are very easy question. In exam we have to ask this type of question by using the properties of definite integrations.